Salut à tous. Aujourd'hui, nous plongeons dans une des thématiques les plus alarmantes de notre époque. Le spectre de l'escalade nucléaire. Dans une interview exclusive menée par Carlson, le ministre russe des Affaires étrangères, Sergueï Lavrov, met en lumière les dangers d'un jeu mondial qui pourrait tourner à la catastrophe. Lavrov rappelle une vérité que beaucoup semblent ignorer. Une guerre nucléaire ne peut être gagnée et ne doit jamais être menée. Pourtant, il exprime son inquiétude face à une rhétorique qui banalise l'idée d'un échange nucléaire limité, qualifié par lui de pure invitation au désastre. Alors que l'OTAN étend ses infrastructures jusqu'en Indo-Pacifique, avec des composantes nucléaires intégrées, Lavrov insiste sur la montée des tensions provoquées par cette expansion. Il évoque également un point de rupture, la mentalité dominante à Washington. Lavrov dénonce une vision où les décideurs américains semblent croire qu'un conflit nucléaire pourrait épargner directement leur territoire, un raisonnement qu'il qualifie de profondément risqué. Selon lui, cette perception pourrait mener à des décisions imprudentes, augmentant le danger d'une confrontation mondiale. Malgré cela, Lavrov rappelle les accords bilatéraux entre la Russie et les États-Unis, tels que l'engagement de Poutine et Biden en 2021, réaffirmant la doctrine Reagan-Gorbatchev. Une guerre nucléaire ne peut être gagnée et ne doit jamais être menée. Mais face à une escalade continue et une communication entre grandes puissances réduite à son strict minimum, la situation reste hautement volatile. Dans un monde au bord du gouffre, les avertissements de Lavrov résonnent comme un appel à la prudence. Comprendre ces enjeux, c'est déjà une étape pour prévenir l'irréparable. Les avertissements de Lavrov sur les risques nucléaires sont un rappel brutal des enjeux auxquels le monde fait face. Partagez cette vidéo, abonnez-vous et restez informés pour comprendre ce qui pourrait façonner notre avenir collectif.
And my final question is, how sincerely worried are you about an escalation in conflict between Russia and the United States, knowing what you do?
Well, we started with this question, more or less.
It seems the central question.
Yes, and the Europeans say that it's not, they whisper to each other that it is not for Zelensky to dictate the terms of the deal, it's for the US and Russia. I don't think we should be presenting our relations as, two guys decide for everybody. Not at all. It is not our style. We prefer the manners which dominate in BRICS, in Shanghai Cooperation Organization, where the UN Charter principle of sovereign equality of states is really embodied. The US is not used to respect sovereign equality of states. The United States, when they say we cannot allow Russia to win on Ukraine because this would undermine our rules-based world order. And rules-based world order is American domination. Now, by the way, NATO, at least under Biden administration, is eyeing the entire Eurasian continent. Indian, Pacific strategies, South China Sea, East China Sea is already on NATO agenda. NATO is moving infrastructure there. AUKUS, building Quartet Indo-Pacific 4, they call it. Japan, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea. US, South Korea and Japan are building military alliance with some nuclear components. And Stoltenberg, the former Secretary General of NATO, said last year after the summit, which he said, your Atlantic security is indivisible from Indo-Pacific security. When he was asked, does it mean that you go beyond territorial defense? No, it doesn't go beyond territorial defense, but to defend our territory, we need to be present there. This element of preemption is more and more present. But with the United States, we don't want war with anybody. And as I said, 5 nuclear states declared at the top level in January 2022 that we don't want confrontation with each other and that we shall respect each other's security interests and concerns. And it also stated nuclear war can never be won, and therefore nuclear war is not possible. And the same was reiterated bilaterally between Russia and the United States, Putin-Biden, when they met in 21 in Geneva in June. Basically, they reproduced the statement by Reagan and Gorbachev of 1987, I think, no nuclear war. And this is absolutely in our vital interest, and I hope that this is also in vital interest of the United States. I say so because some time ago, Mr. Kirby, who is White House communications coordinator or whatever, he was asking questions, answering questions, and about escalation and about possibility of nuclear weapons being employed. And he said, oh, no, we don't want escalation, because then if there is some nuclear element, then our European allies would suffer. So even mentally, he excludes that the United States can suffer. And this is something which makes the situation a bit risky. It might, if this mentality prevails, then some reckless steps could be taken, and this is bad.
So what I think you're saying is American policymakers imagine there could be a nuclear exchange that doesn't directly affect the United States, and you're saying that's not true.
That's what I said, yes. No, but, you know, professionals in deterrence, nuclear deterrence policy, they know very well that it's a very dangerous game. And to speak about a limited exchange of nuclear strikes is an invitation to disaster, which we don't want to happen.
Mr. Lavrov, thank you very much.